A win today and you get to hoist a trophy. And you get to see your name on that bracket come tomorrow morning. But there are 60 minutes of football to navigate first. Here comes Cole Bunce. He approaches, toe to leather, and we are underway in the Big 12 championship game in Arlington. Marcellus Sutton fields it 5 yards deep. He will take a knee. And Baker Mayfield and the Sooners will start on the 25-yard line. In the first matchup between these two teams, the first half was scintillating for Oklahoma. 38 points. They would cruise from there to a 38-20 win. TCU feels like they figured something out in the second half of that game. Did they?
I don't think so, Toby.
Baker Mayfield takes the field with Rodney Anderson at running back. CeeDee Lamb, Mark Andrews, and Marquise Brown at wideout.
A lot of times you like counter plays or reverses, something to slow down a defense that's chopping at the bit early.
Dimitri Flowers tight end left. First snap of the Big 12 championship. Baker's got it. It is a handoff to Rodney up the middle. He plows forward for a gain of 4 to the 29. Right up the middle, Rodney Anderson on the first snap. It'll be 2nd and 6. Traven Howard, the tackle. Sooners go quickly with tempo. Baker's got it, looking to throw this time, has time, steps up, lobs it deep down the middle, looking for Andrews, and it's incomplete, just beyond his fingertips, deep into TCU territory. He had single coverage on the linebacker, Traven Howard, and Baker just overthrew him by a step. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's how big Howard is to this defense. Tons of experience. Everyone sees all the tackles that he's racked up, but they rely on him a bunch in zone coverage, and there he's got to run with the vertical 6'5" Mark Andrews running down the field. That's a nice play by him.
Mykel Jones in. Sooners go 4 wide. Jones in motion now left to right. Sooners, of course, have to get to the 35 for a first down. Frogs trying to force a 3 and out. Eric Wren sends it to Mayfield. Straight drop. Looking right, throws quickly. It is caught. Mykel Jones has a first down across the 35 and out to the 37. Move the chains.
And there's a TCU just going with a 4-man rush there. They may be pretty conservative early on instead of bringing extra guys in a blitz because their safety is out.
Sooners stay in this 4-wide package. Go tempo. Snap. Handoff Anderson up the middle to the 40. Spinning his way to the 41. 4 more first down yards for Rodney. Matt Boson on the tackle.
And you see how quickly Boson closes from the outside to the middle of the formation. They run a lot of line stunts.
Opening possession, not yet a minute in. Baker's got it, back to pass this time. Looking left, steps up, flush, throws late across the middle. Diving catch at midfield by Mark Andrews. He had Markel Simmons draped all over it, but Andrews hung on. It's a gain of 9 and another Sooner first down. Ball sits right on the Big 12 championship logo at midfield. 2 first downs and this opening drive continues. Trips to the right, Andrews slot right, Anderson in the backfield. Baker sends Anderson to his right. Mayfield's got it, here comes a blitz, rolling right, Baker wants to throw, looking deep, lobs it deep for Marquise Brown, and it is incomplete over his head inside the 5-yard line. Jeff Gladney staying with Marquise Brown, but the second time the Sooners have taken a deep shot on this opening possession, and the second time Baker's been about 2 yards too far.
I love the fact that Lincoln Riley's testing them deep. I mean, that's going to loosen up that tough run defense that you always see with TCU packing the box. Lincoln stretching them vertically early.
2nd down and 10 from the 50. 13:41 to go first quarter. 4 wides, balance set. Anderson to the right of Mayfield. Baker looks over to Lincoln Riley to his left. He's got 4 to snap it. Now he's got it. Wants to throw again. Looks middle, lobs it across, caught Mykel Jones. Short gain to the TCU 46. Little crossing pattern there. They got 4.
Those yards after a catch that we typically see with this offense is going to be really hard to come by with TCU. You see Howard with another fantastic play here, shoestring tackle.
Jeff Badet in the game. Dimitri Flowers back in on 3rd down and 6. Second 3rd down of this opening drive.
4-man rush earlier. Let's see if they pin their ears back and bring a blitz here with Gary Patterson.
Flowers sets up tight end left. Ball's on the right hash. Sooners have to get to the 40 in TCU territory to keep this drive alive. In motion, CD Lamb, snap to Mayfield. Looking left, blitzes on, steps up in the pocket, throws across the middle. Diving catch by Andrews, short of the first down. It's caught at the 42. It'll be 4th down and 2, and this is go-for-it range, I think, for Lincoln Riley. They needed 6, got 4, and here's a pivotal early play in this one. Another good diving catch by Andrews.
Baker took a pretty good shot there in the pocket as well right after he let it fly.
Sooners will go for it. They are 10 of 21, or 48% on 4th downs this year. They go 4 wides, Anderson in the backfield. They need 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield surveys the landscape. Looks back at Lincoln, plenty of time here. Now he's got it. Fakes a handoff. It's an option pitch to Anderson. He's got the first down. 40 to the 35. Makes a swim move, and he's out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
They didn't expect that one, did they?
A little harkening back to the Barry Switzer days. Sooners run an option pitch to Rodney Anderson, and it gains 12.
The key's the footwork there by Baker Mayfield. He opens up like he's running zone read, which is an inside play. The linebackers read that footwork and attack downhill in the line of scrimmage, but it's a stretch play. They're going to push the edge with option. Nice design by Lincoln.
Trey Sermon in for the first time. Split backs. Sermon left, Anderson right. 3 wides from the TCU 30. Sooners have picked up a 3rd down and a 4th down on this opening drive. Now over 3 minutes in. Mayfield back to pass again. Looks left, looks back right, under pressure, throws late, took a shot, incomplete. It was dropped across the middle by Marquise Brown at the 20.
Bosen gave Baker Mayfield pretty good shot there, and smart by Bosen, who pulled up in a typical game. He may try and take Baker down there, but as we heard the official early on, tried to hold Baker up there in the pocket instead of slamming him to the ground.
Ball was a little bit behind him.
3 runs, 7 passes on this opening drive for OU. They line up in a pistol for the first time. Tight end left is Dimitri Flowers. In fact, double tight end. Carson Myers over there as well. Baker's got it, fakes a handoff, throws quickly, right side, caught by Marquise Brown, gets a good block. 25, cuts near field, still on his feet, runs into his own guy, spins away, and he lost yardage.
He had a first down and lost it.
He tried to get to the corner and gave up ground back to the 23.
He got tangled up and couldn't get away.
I think it was Bobby Evans out there on the tunnel screen. He's got the block on Howard. Howard tries to turn back in, and he just flatbacks him.
Yeah, he said, honorable mention this. They spotted at the 24, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 here. Sooners plus 4 minutes on this opening drive. They're in field goal range now.
Watch Mark Andrews down here at the bottom of the formation. Nub side tight end here. This is a big play action formation.
Trips right. As Teddy mentioned, Andrews tight end left. Snap to Mayfield, wants to throw. Looks right, looks back left. Throws across the middle, knocked away. He was looking for Andrews. Double coverage. Ty Summers batted it out of the air. And the Sooners will settle for a field goal try.
Dangerous throw there by Baker Mayfield, almost intercepted. He had a little combination route with Andrews and Rodney Anderson. Rodney Anderson runs a return route where he swings out of the backfield, goes to the inside, and then cuts back out, and was pretty good coverage there. Baker tried to force it to the middle of the field.
He had a shorter receiver. I believe he could have gotten the first down with easily.
Sooners open the game against TCU and Norman with a field goal. They'll try to do the same here. 41-yard try by Austin Seibert from the left hash. Snap back, hold down, kick is away, plenty of distance, and he drilled it. I mean, right down the middle. The 12th straight make by Austin Seibert, and the Sooners are on the board first in the Big 12 championship. A 4.5-minute opening possession. 10:30 to go, first quarter in Arlington. Our score is Oklahoma 3 and TCU nothing. Coach, your thoughts on the opening drive?
Well, I thought it was really thought it was pretty good. You know, a lot of poise out there. I didn't see any mistakes from the standpoint of offsides or anything like that. I think the quarterback had plenty of time to throw his passes, and got a little bit more out of the run game than I thought we might. I think that it was a pretty good drive.
Kickoff is through the end zone. Touchback by Seibert. Frogs will start on the 25. Chris Plank.
Toby, Baker Mayfield came over to Marquise Brown and reminded his young receiver, hey, you don't bring that all the way back across the formation. Just kept everyone up. Meanwhile, little extra oxygen for Mark Andrews. It looked like whenever he went across the middle and kind of slid a bit, maybe got a few of the pellets up in his eyes. Just a quick little kind of briefing with Scott Anderson and the athletic trainer. The big Mark looks to be okay.
Kenny Hill, senior, South Lake, Texas A&M transfer. He's their quarterback. 19 touchdown passes, 4 TD runs, 5 picks on the year. He's got Kyle Hicks directly behind him in a pistol formation. And 3 wide receivers from the 25. TCU's first snap of the Big 12 championship. Sooners showing blitz. Hill's got it. Handoff Hicks. Running left. He is cut off and swarmed under the backfield. Ball's loose. And it's picked up. It's scooped. Caleb Kelly's got it. And it's a touchdown. It's a scoop and score. It's a touchdown. Oh, mama. Amani Bledsoe forced the fumble. Caleb Kelly scooped it up. And the Sooners with the first big play of the Big 12 championship.
Boy, we wanted a fast start. We thought it'd come from the offense. I don't know who jarred it loose, but the pursuit by the entire defense was there. That thing was pinned in. Great job, great effort, scoop and score. That's nothing better defensively to score early on like that and get your confidence going.
It was Amani Bledsoe that reached his big paw in there and poked it out, and Caleb Kelly says, I got it. And he raced the rest of the way. How's that? First snap for TCU, and it's 9-0 Oklahoma. Seibert on for the extra point try. It is in the air, and it is good. Wow.
You bet. Toby, I think, too, you had the question you asked a while ago. I think even though we didn't complete the 2 or 3 deep passes he threw, I think it's going to keep the secondary honest. I don't think they're going to crowd too much because they figure he's going to do it again pretty soon, and it may open those inside creases better.
To play big, and Kenneth Murray made a huge play on that fumble.
Just an outside zone play, trying to stretch the defense, find cutback lanes, but the pursuit from the inside out was great. The backers were downhill. The D linemen were staying on their feet. Great job. This is disaster for TCU. This is the last thing they want to be, is down early.
Austin Seibert's kickoff right down the middle and deep. Cavante Turpin will have to let it sail over his head. These touchbacks are not insignificant, folks, because Cavante Turpin is one of the most electric return men in the country. He's got a kickoff return for a touchdown this year. He's got 3 career punt return touchdowns. The more the Sooners can keep it away from him, the better it is. Shell-shocked Frogs will take the field again here. 10-0 OU. It will be Shewo Alanalua, the sophomore big back, instead of Kyle Hicks. 6'3", 225 out of Humboldt, Texas. He had a nice game against Baylor last week. 3 wide receivers. Kenny Hill in the shotgun from the 25. Hill's got it. Rolling right, looking to throw. Being chased by Obo. Throws deep down the right sidelines. And almost intercepted. Oh, Stephen Parker at the 45. Had it in his paws. Was trying to keep his feet in bounds and couldn't hang on. Intended for Jalen Rager. It'll be 2nd and 10. What kind of a start would that have been? Oh, man, he almost had him one. I think he was worried about getting a toe down, and he didn't quite see it in. 2nd and 10. TCU has run 2 offensive plays. A fumble for 6 and a near pick. Here's their 3rd. They go 4 wides. Hill's got it, wants to throw again. Straight drop across the middle, caught by Turpin. Speed to the edge. 30, cuts it up on Parker, spins to the first down, I think, right to the 35. They want to get Turpin in space. They're going to give him all the way to the 36 for a first down.
And that's a play you'll see us run quite a bit. You know, he starts in the slot on the left side, runs a shallow cross, and everyone on the other side of the formation runs short routes, and they're just positioning themselves to block. They know it's going to him early on, and they try and get him around the edge.
Chance Sylvie into the game. Sooners go with a 3-man front here. Devontae Lampkin in the middle of it. From the 36, Hill wants to throw again. Looks left, quick throw. That's caught by Diarse. At the 40, makes a cut, gets away from Norwood to midfield and out of bounds. A pickup of 14.
Kenny Hill's pretty accurate on the short stuff. The quick outs, the 10-yard stuff, it's going downfield where they don't trust him a whole lot.
Spot the ball in Sooner territory just across the 50. Couple of first downs on the last 2 plays for the Frogs, and Hill back to pass again. Four-man front. He's got time. Pocket collapses around him now. Obo grabs him. He gets away. Throws late. Caught by Alana Lua. And thrown immediately to the ground by Emmanuel Beal. Maybe a gain of 1. Now they'll put it down to the 48. A gain of 1.
Obo already early on giving their left tackle fits. He's hit him with the bull rush. He's beat him with speed a couple of times. He's got that left tackle's head spinning right now.
Looked like a toddler trying to get mom's attention then. He was on the ground, grabbing at the ankles of Kenny Hill, and he couldn't quite snag him. Second down and 9.
End over formation, tight end ineligible here.
Trips right, and it's triangle formation. Snap back. Inside handoff, Alana Lua met at the line of scrimmage, is able to fall forward for a couple. Amani Bledsoe, who forced that first fumble on the tackle at the 46. And here comes a third down.
And that's a huge play right there by Bledsoe. We have all of our coverage, all of our secondary on the other side of the formation. If he doesn't make that play, it's out the gate.
First third down of the game for TCU from the Sooner 46. Sooners lead it 10-0. 8:37 to go first quarter. Khalil Houghton in for the first time in a long time for OU. Double backs in the backfield. Hill looks back at the sidelines. That offensive coordinator, Sonny Cumbie. Now he's got it. Backs into the gun. 4 to snap it. Snap is back. Kenny Hill looks right, throws right. His receiver fell down, and it's incomplete. Jalen Rager slipped on the outcut. And it will be 4th and 7 for TCU.
Surprising there. They go with the 2-back formation, 3 wide receivers. No Turpin on the field at all for TCU on a critical third down. They've got those 2 backs in there to help max protect if they need to, and it's a blitz, and receiver just slips coming out of his break, and timing's off.
Frogs send the punt team on the field, but alert here. This is a fake it territory at the 46. Sooners leave the defense out there except for C.D. Lamb. Rolling right, and indeed it is a punt. Nunez bounds it at the 20 and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It bounced at the 25 and scooted out of bounds at the 20. The Sooners have the ball back, leading 10-0. A great start to this one. Sooners marched the field on their opening possession and got a field goal. Then on the first offensive snap for TCU, a scoop and score by Caleb Kelly. It's 10-0 OU. They have forced a punt, and they have the ball back at their own 19. Baker with Rodney Anderson behind him in a pistol. Takes the snap. Handoff Anderson. Running left. A mass of bodies. He puts his head down across the 20 and gets to the 21. That's a gain of only 2. Traven Howard, the tackle. Sooners on the opening possession. Through it. 9 of 12 plays. They start their second drive on the ground. 3 wides, tight end right, Flowers from the 21. Second
Flowers
down
is in his play action spot.
In motion. Handoff. Anderson met and swarmed in the backfield for a loss. Ben Banagoo got him all the way back at the 17, a 4-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
You know, in the first matchup, there was quite a few times where Banagoo on the outside really slow played that, waiting on Baker Mayfield to keep it. It looks like at least early on in this game, they're going to attack that zone read and force Baker Mayfield to keep it a couple of times before they slow down.
3rd and 12. Sooners are 1 of 3 on 3rd down so far. They go trips right with Jones, Brown, and Lamb. Tight end left, Andrews. Baker, quick throw, caught by Marquise at the 15. To the 20, needs a block, 25. Spinning to the 30, first down, 35 to the 40. 45, and he's finally caught there. In traffic, like he was driving through Denton. A gain of 28 for Marquise Brown. They threw it to him basically at the line of scrimmage and said, do something, do some magic, and he did.
He had a bunch of people out in front of him helping too, didn't he? Bunch of Sooners. Look at the splits on that left side over there.
Power pistol loaded right with Flowers and Anderson. Coach is talking about Orlando Brown and Ben Powers splits on the left side of the line.
They got something cooking over there. I don't know what it is.
Looks like Texas Tech, those splits. Baker's got the snap. Handoff Rodney. Cuts it up. Weaves his way outside. Puts his shoulder down to midfield and into TCU territory. Give him 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 as we hit the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. 10-0 Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game. Sooners leave the same personnel on the field, not particularly in a hurry on this drive like they were on the first, so far anyway. Flowers lines up behind right guard Drew Samia. Anderson deep. 2nd down and 5. Baker's got it, fakes a handoff, throws out to Mark Andrews. Got it at the 50, dances outside, reaches for the first down marker at the 44. I think he's got it. Let's see. Oh, a bad spot. Back at the 45, it'll be 3rd and 1. I say bad spot. I don't know, 300 yards away from the football, but looked like a bad spot to me. This could be reviewable. 3rd and 1. Sooners bring in Cody Ford, so an extra offensive lineman here. Carson Meyer and Jackson Ewells as well. Jumbo set. Baker will go under center with Dimitri Flowers deep at the top of an I formation. 3rd and 1, and it's a quarterback sneak. Baker still on his feet to the 40, and he falls forward to the 38. He found some running room up the middle and just kept going.
Kind of caught him flat-footed.
And that must be something that they've seen with this team, because the first matchup, we ran a quarterback sneak with Baker as well, and TCU was slow to line up in that situation also.
He got old Ewells pushing him, too.
He got 6 yards on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, I think they thought he was waiting to see what a tailback was going to do, and they got caught down.
First down at the TCU 39. Sooners lead 10-0. 4:25 to go first quarter. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield back to pass, looking left, looking middle. Flush, steps up in the pocket, steps left, still directing traffic, throws sidelines, caught by Flowers at the 20 and out of bounds. Oh, the maestro doing his work again. Mayfield says, you go here, you go there. And he hits Flowers at the 21 for a gain of 18.
They dropped 8 right there. They dropped Boson from the line of scrimmage back into kind of a spiral, and he was helping out underneath. Flipped it out to Flowers, who I guess was practicing for the NFL. I think he got 2 in there, Toby.
Absolutely, 2 feet in for Dimitri. Trey Sermon in. They'll go double backs here. 1st and 10 from the 21. Sooners greedy, looking for more in the first quarter. Andrews is slot right.
So they got that big hole on the left side again.
TCU shows blitz, play action. Baker looking middle, throws middle, caught by Sermon. He's chopped down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. Great job by Trey Sermon in traffic. Sooners are in the red zone, brought to you by Delta Dental of Oklahoma. Find your smile with Delta Dental of Oklahoma. A pickup of 13 to the freshman Trey Sermon. And it is 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
See those left side splits? That spreads the defense. They haven't worked against that, and it creates a little opportunity for some fun, maybe.
Twin backs again. Snap to Baker. Handoff Sermon, runs into a pile, breaks it outside, still on his feet, turning to the 5, makes a cut, and he dives forward, but he's cut down at the 5. A gain of 3, and he had to work hard to get 3. Ty Summers, the tackle. 2nd and goal. Jordan Smallwood into the game for the first time. Sooners go double tight end right side with Andrews and Flowers.
Big size advantage for CeeDee Lamb out here, and he's given himself quite a room to work. He's almost all the way in on the hash.
He's got 5'10" Ranthony Tejada on him. Baker under center. Smallwood in motion, play action. Baker back to pass, looks in zone, throws. It's gone! It's a touchdown! Mark Andrews! What a start! 16-0 OU.
Gets you mesmerized watching the motion and everything, and you forget about the pass for just a second.
If you were worried about Oklahoma being complacent, or you were concerned about that second half in Norman, set your worries aside. They are out like gangbusters today in the Big 12 championship. It is the 7th touchdown catch of the season for Andrews, and the 21st of his career as Austin Seibert pounds it through. And with 2:29 to go in the first quarter, it is now 17-0 Oklahoma.
And TCU's having a hard time getting things going with the running game. So far, really, really good stuff defensively, and it helps when your offense is playing the way they are.
And Coach Merv, how about the job this offense has done in creating confusion for the TCU defense?
You know, I think that's Coach Riley's one of his many great skills. He can oversplit the left line, send motion. They just know they're going to run back to that open split side because they did it, and they forget about the pass. And those kind of things are pretty important.
Seibert's kickoff for the third straight time is a touchback. AAA drive summary. Oklahoma 10 plays, 81 yards and 542. Their opening possession 13 plays. So 2 straight double-digit play scoring drives against this TCU defense to start this. And it's 17-0 Oklahoma, 2:29 to go first quarter. It is early, but it feels like the Frogs in a bit of a desperation time here. They need an answer to avoid this game getting away from them early.
Strange empty formation. Turpin not on the field for TCU.
5 wides. Kenny Hill all alone in the backfield, wants to throw. Looks left, throws left quickly, caught by D'Arce at the 30. Makes a move upfield to the 35, has the first down, and he's hit hard by Kenneth Murray. Out at the 37-yard line, a gain of 12. Second catch for John D'Arce.
That's really the only pass I think they've had success with is the throwing the quick out. And you got to be careful not playing it tight enough, but still sooner or later you may take a chance on one and pick it.
Here's your overloaded to the right formation. Kenny Hill runs left, inside shovel pass at the 40. He's hogtied. Who is that? It's Hicks. Kenneth Mann grabbed him around the shoulders and tossed him to the ground at the 41, a gain of 4.
It's a little wrinkle that I guess we're going to see at least this first half. They're going end-over formation with trips set to that side, and they're attacking that nub side over there where all of our secondaries overloaded to the field, but they've got to cover down the receivers. D-line doing a really good job so far.
Under 100 seconds to go first quarter. 17-0 OU. 2nd and 6 TCU from their own 41. Under center, Kenny Hill takes the football. Rolling right. Lobs back to the left to Turpin, and he missed him. He threw it too high. It's probably a good thing he did.
Yeah, it was.
Turpin was about to get racked up pretty good by Trey Norwood. It'll be 3rd down. Kenny Hill starts 5 of 8 passing.
You just don't feel very good whenever Kenny Hill's letting the ball go. Every time you feel like it's in traffic and he's putting it in danger areas. So Kenny Hill's better calm down here pretty quickly.
4 wides. Tight end left. 3rd down and 6. Frogs 0 for 1 on 3rd downs today. Hill back to pass. Rolling right, flush. Neville Gallimore chasing. He's not going to get there. Hill runs for the first down to midfield, up the sidelines and out of bounds. Good speed by the TCU quarterback.
You know, a lot of times we forget about Kenny Hill and how athletic he is. He doesn't use that athleticism a whole lot, but when he does, you see how fast he really is.
He got 19, and now the Frogs want to go tempo. Into Sooner territory. Quick throw caught by Hicks at the 40. No, that's Turpin to the sidelines. He steps out of bounds at the 39. He only got 1 yard on that. They lined up Turpin in the backfield and tossed him the football. Will Johnson forced him out. 2nd down and 9. 1:03 to go first quarter. 17-0 Oklahoma. They are nearing halftime in the AAC championship game. Memphis leading UCF 27-24. Power pistol formation for TCU, loaded to right. 3 wides. 2nd and 9, Hill's got it. Quick throw, caught by D'Arce at the 40. Turns it up to the 35, to the 30. First down, pulling defenders to the 25. He's a big physical wide receiver. And that's his 3rd catch already today, a gain of 15.
This is what you see from TCU quite a bit ordinarily. Now, they didn't do a whole lot against Oklahoma, force our corners to tackle. Looks like it's in the game plan today.
Quick throw, play action, Kenny Hill back to pass. He's being chased now, steps up, Sooners hem him in, and they've got him! Hamani Bledsoe! At the 28-yard line, that'll be a sack.
Got on him quick. Got away from those blockers in a hurry.
A loss of 4.
And credit the coverage there. Good coverage downfield by the secondary. He wanted to go back across over to his right side, and the coverage was locked down.
And that will be the final play of the first quarter, and what a first quarter it was by the team in red. We head to the second at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. In the Big 12 championship game, it is Oklahoma 17 and TCU nothing. The 17 points in the first quarter is the most scored by one team in the first quarter in the history of the Big 12 championship game. Frogs on the move, and they have it 2nd and 14 after the Amani Bledsoe sack at the Sooner 28-yard line to start the second.
One thing that's been interesting to watch down here on the sideline, Toby, is just the constant conversation between Dennis Simmons and his playmaking wide receivers. Wants his guys to be more physical when they get out there, so it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that when the Sooners get the ball back on offense.
Tight formation here. Kenny Hill hands to Hicks, reverse flip coming the other way. Turpin wants to throw. Now that's White. White's going to run it himself to the 30. Can't get away. They got him at the 29. It was a reverse pitch back to White, who was cocking it to throw, and his guy was covered. And it is a loss of 1. DJ Ward the stop, and it is 3rd and 15 now for TCU. Gary Patterson starts the second quarter with some trickery. The Sooners sniffed it out. Frogs go trips left, 1 right. Hicks in the backfield. Sooners with 4 safeties on the field. Dime package here. Expecting Kenny Hill to put it in the air. And he will. Straight drop. Here comes a blitz. Lobs for the end zone down the right side. It is caught. Touchdown Frogs. Jalen Rager in man coverage. A great throw by Kenny Hill. And TCU tallies. 29-yard touchdown pass. Kenny Hill to Jalen Rager, the freshman out of Waxahachie, his 7th touchdown of the year.
What a throw. Kenny Hill put some serious air on this one and drops it in a bucket. Motley was right there, stride for stride. The coverage was excellent. Just couldn't get a hand in there to knock it away. Never got his head turned around to locate the football. That's good execution there by TCU.
Cole bunts on to try the extra point. Their kicker, Jonathan Song, was injured the week of the first OU game. He's been out ever since. Bunts on. The extra point is good.
And Mike Stoops dialed up a blitz there. It's one-on-one coverage because we brought a safety blitz and an outside rusher blitz, like a nickel and safety combination. It was a little late getting there, but that leaves you one-on-one on the outside. We had 3rd and extra long. That tells you they want to dial up the pressure on Kenny Hill, and he made us pay on that one.
11 passing for 89 yards and a touchdown. Baker 10 of 14 for 100 yards and a touchdown. Mayfield now has thrown a touchdown in 39 straight games. Scoring drive brought to you by AAA Insurance. AAA has you covered. 9 plays, 75 yards. It took 322. And the touchdown, a 29-yarder to Jalen Rager. Here's the kickoff. Sooners about to get the ball back. Cole bunts high and short, returnable. Marcellius Sutton up to take it to the 5. Up the right side of the 10. Veers left, met by traffic, shy of the 15-yard line, and he's down there. Good coverage by TCU. Kelly listening in Perry, Florida. Bill and Heath in Atlanta. Brett in Boca Raton, Florida. Jeremy in New Jersey. Im Cargine in Denton. Josh in Glenpool. Beck in Lake Keystone. Jim and Maria Donovan in Jeff City. Dustin and Altus, Patrick and Mustang, Jill and Fort Gibson, Teddy. Thank you, Sooner fans all over the world, for tuning in today to Sooner football. 17-7 Oklahoma, 13:59 to go till halftime. And the Sooners will start this drive on their own 16-yard line.
And let's see how this TCU defense responds. You know, they finally got a chance to catch their breath a little bit over there on the sideline with their offense finally putting together a drive for them.
Sooners take the field with 4 wide receivers and Rodney Anderson. Grant Calcaterra in the game for the first time. He split out far to the right. That's the Sooner sideline. OU going right to left in front of us here in quarter number 2. Baker in the shotgun, takes the football. Straight drop, looking to throw, steps up, he'll run it himself. To the 15, to the 20, has blockers. 25 to the 30, veers right, 35 to the 40. Midfield, it's a race, 45-40, down the sidelines, banged out of bounds, deep in TCU territory. A little shake and bake, and he was off to the races.
That's the play that I told you to look for, where we run a short crosser and everyone's blocking on the other side, except Lincoln Riley adds a wrinkle. He's going to keep Baker Mayfield and run a blocker out in front when the whole defense over pursues to the other side. Another fabulous play designed by Lincoln Riley.
54 yards on the ground by Baker Mayfield. Sooners in business again. They are at the TCU 30. Baker trying to catch his breath. They're in the pistol. 3 wides. Baker. Handoff. Rodney will do some work now to the 30. Bounces outside 25. Makes a man miss. What a move. And he's down to the 22. He showed the legs to the defender, and then they evaporated out from under a Frog. It's a good 8-yard run on first down by Rodney Anderson. 2nd down and 2, and a pretty good chance to take a shot right here with under 13 minutes to go till halftime. Mykel Jones in. Dimitri Flowers out. Calcaterra been big the last couple of games. He's at slot right. Had a touchdown last week again against West Virginia. 4 to snap it. Baker's got to hurry. Now he's got it. Straight drop. Looking left. Steps up. Being pressured. Ball's loose. And it's fallen on by Drew Samia. Johnny on the spot. Drew Samia saw the ball loose as it got tapped out of the right hand of Baker Mayfield. And he falls on it, but a loss back to the 26.
As Baker was moving around and trying to find some space in the pocket there, he had the ball dropped all the way down by his waist, and Banogu, I think, was the one that reached out there and pawed it out.
It was Banogu, 4-yard loss, and it brings up now 3rd and 6 back at the 26.
Jeffrey Mead checking in, Toby. First time in a while.
Sermon in as well, split backs. They've got to get to the 20 for a first down. Anderson now splits out, slot right. Sermon stays in the backfield. Baker's got it, straight drop. Looking, lobs end zone for Andrews, incomplete. Tried to make a diving catch right on the TCU logo, and the ball popped out of his gut. And the Sooners will try a field goal.
That's really good tight coverage on Andrews, and he still almost finds a way. Baker puts it in a great spot where he tries to banana end around that defender, and he got his hands on it. That probably should have been caught.
Seibert's second try of the game. He made a 41-yarder on the opening possession. This will be a 43-yarder.
I think they had a hold of his left arm. He couldn't get it on the ball.
Hey, that's a great throw by Baker, though, just to give him a chance at it.
Ball on the left hash. Snap back. Hold is down. Kick is away. Driving with distance. He missed it. He missed it. Seibert had made 12 in a row, but he hooked that one. And the Frogs get a stop after their touchdown. And maybe a little momentum swing going on here at AT&T Stadium. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 11:40 to go first half. It is Oklahoma 17 and TCU 7.
Keep an eye on that, and Ted, defense needs to stand here. Can't let Mo get on that other sideline.
They do, and TCU probably feels like they've got some momentum offensively after putting one in the end zone.
Snap to Hill. Lob out, caught by Kavontae Turpin. Sooners all around him. They can't get him yet. That's a hold up the sidelines, out of bounds at the 30.
Sure did.
There was a hold on the perimeter, although we have not seen a flag thrown in this game yet. And Turpin gets to the corner. Lincoln Riley coming to talk to that official. It was pretty obvious. A gain of 7.
Gained about 4 more yards than it should have.
Was that Obo that was being held out there?
Stephen
Parker, yeah.
Now look at this. Oh, he's just grabbing him. The tight end Hunt. All right, that play's over. Move on, Toby. 2nd and 4. 3 wides, tight end right. Pistol formation. In motion, Turpin, right to left. Hill's got it. He will hand it to Hicks. Up the middle, first down, 35, open field to the 40. Met shy of midfield by Will Johnson, and he's down. And Emmanuel Beal is hurt. Back at the 35-yard line. Now he's to his feet, but slowly. And he jogs back to the defensive huddle.
Scott Anderson started to make his way back out onto the field, Toby. Stopped almost before he got to the hash marks as Beal's going to try to keep playing here.
A gain of 17. From the 49 in TCU territory, pistol, stacked receivers to the left. Hill hands to Hicks, running right, met by a swarm, tries to cut it back, breaks a tackle into Sooner territory. Good run inside the 45. He's near the 40. Boy, a really good run by Hicks. Sooners had him pinned in the backfield, and he got away. See where they put this football down. It'll be near a 10-yard gain. They'll give him 9 to the OU 42.
This is a waste down. Look for them to maybe take a shot downfield. You got Turpin in the slot here to OU's sideline, kind of working himself to a stacked position on the outside.
2nd and 1. From the Sooner 42, Chance Sylvie comes into the game. Hill's got Hicks to his right. 4 wides. Wide split out left. Hill back to pass. Looking right, lobs it out to Hicks. Caught. First down to the 40, out of bounds, shy of the 35. Let's see where he stepped out. The 36. That's a gain of 6.
Little swing route there, putting Emmanuel Bill in one-on-one situation on the outside. He makes a safe play, forces him out of bounds instead of overcommitting where he can cut back in and get some extra yards.
Under 10 minutes to go till halftime. 17-7 Oklahoma. Frogs on the move. First and 10 from the Oklahoma 36. 4 wide tight formation. Inside handoff, no keeper. Kenny Hill fumbled it, got it back, and then falls on it at the 31. The ball popped in the air and hung there for what seemed like a minute, and it fell back into the lap of Kenny Hill. Ended up getting 5 yards on that. Little zone read.
I think it may have been Obo who was trying to combine on the tackle with someone else that popped it out, just got his fist underneath the arm of Kenny Hill.
Dylan Famatau is in. Oh, he's the one that caused the fumble, excuse me. Under center, Kenny Hill, quick throw out to the perimeter. Caught by White, makes a move to the 30. Dances it outside, 25, first down, out of bounds. The first guy is having a hard time making the tackle right now for OU.
Yeah, he's they're not
Stephen
tackling
Parker,
very good.
Sorry, Coach. Stephen Parker almost had a pick 6 there too, Ted.
He did. He got aggressive there. And this is what TCU does. They press the edge with speed and make those corners get off of blocks one-on-one on the outside, which is a tough job when you're undersized to begin with.
Gain of 7, ball's on the 24. Hill out of the shotgun, takes the football. Handoff, Hicks, running right. They string it out, 25, got to the corner, to the 20. And he's out around the 16 or 17. We still have not seen a flag. I don't think
there's some holding in this, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right there on the edge. It's the
See,
Hunt.
he's got his arm.
It's the Hunt kid both times, going both ways, the tight end. That's a gain of 7, though. Second and 3. Devontae Turpin in the backfield with Hill. And now White will join him back there as well. Desmond White, 2 speedsters. Hill bats the threat back to pass. Looks left, looks back right, spinning, pivoting, throws across the middle to Hunt, who is scissored down. Caleb Kelly hit him low, and Kenneth Murray hit him high, but it's a first down to the 12-yard line.
Interesting play design there by TCU. They put a lot of speed in the backfield, run those guys on swing routes, and the attention goes outside, and they hit the tight end over the middle. And it's a good thing we had 2 guys there to make it just a catch tackle, or else he could have gone as everyone just vacated the middle of the field.
8 minutes to go first half. Sooner defense trying to stiffen here. Force at least a field goal try, if not get a second turnover this game. Tight end right, 2 receivers left. Tight end left as well. Hill. Play action. Lobs end zone for Diarce. It is incomplete. Well, he caught it. Is he inbounds? We don't have an official indication yet. The officials are talking about it.
He's coming down to ask him because it looked like he got the feet in. I don't know if the feet were in, but he made the catch just as he went to the ground. I mean, it's really close.
Still no indication. That the roar you heard was they showed it again on the big screen, and the TCU fans think it's a touchdown. And I don't think he hung on to the ball when he went to the turf.
He did. I mean, from my angle, I had a good angle at Plank, and I both did. He sticks it with one hand, and I don't know that he ever drops it.
No, it trickles over his forearm and hits the turf.
That the receiver lost possession of the ball when he hit the ground.
Yeah, that's correct. They're gonna look at this again, but when he comes down and hits the ground, the ball works its way over his forearm, and he pins it with his body against the ground. It was an unbelievable effort by John Diarce. But we're gonna look at it again. It's an official review brought to you by Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs.
I will have to give TCU some credit because they immediately after the play pointed up to the big screen, Ted, to try to get the official to watch the replay with them, and I think he did for the most part, but that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, have you ever seen a receiver who didn't think they caught it?
They need to continue the replay they're showing on the big screen here. Keep going, keep going. Now it lands. Now this is the angle. They stick with it here. It's a great catch, but he hits the ground, and right there it rolls over and hits the turf.
I think you're right, Toby, and the critical factor is ruled incomplete on the field.
Remember, you got to complete the catch through the ground. It's an unbelievable effort by Diarce. My opinion is this is going to be an incomplete pass, but I'm wearing a red pullover. So.
And Joe Blueball, the line judge, or pardon me, the field judge, was right there on top of the play, but never made the initial call. I mean, he had great positioning on the sidelines, but never made the initial call.
Chris, you visited with Mike Pereira in the pregame. He is here with the Fox crew today on television. Our replay official is Don Capral. And it looks like Mike DeFee's got a verdict.
After review, the receiver got his hands under the football, maintained possession of the ball. It's a touchdown.
Wow. Well, Don Capral saw it different than I did. 17-13, and the Frogs have punched back in Jerry World.
I don't think he got to see it on a 300-foot screen like we did.
Give John Diarse credit. That'll go down as one of the great catches of championship weekend. It was a beaut. Grabbed it with one hand. Bunts on for the extra point try. It's up and good, and we got us a football game. 7:44 to go. First half. Sooners 17, Frogs 14. Or I should say 3 of the touchdown drives in this game have been lengthy. 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal drive. The Sooners about to get the ball back, barring an onside kick here. 7:44 to go. Midway through the second quarter. Jeff Badette deep to receive. There's the kickoff. High, short. Badette comes up to field it at the 10. To the 15, veers right, 20, has a hole, 25 to the 30, and he is sandwiched. Here comes our first flag of the game, of course, at the 34-yard line.
Badette was motioning to face mask before he was even in the grasp to go down.
Personal foul, face mask. Kicking team number 35. 15 yards we added to the end of the run. First down.
Well, that'll give OU great field position. Near midfield. In fact, they'll put it down at the 49. You're right, Teddy. Badette, and it was an obvious face mask.
That's a dangerous face mask, too.
He's still on. He's signaling as they're bringing him to the ground, making sure they saw it. So the Sooners start at the 49, just shy of midfield. 17-14, the lead has been cut to 3.
It's been a while since we took a shot downfield. We've got great field position. This would be a time to do it.
Andrews sets up slot left, Flowers tight end right. Baker out of the shotgun, handoff Anderson up the gut into Frog territory, bouncing off Toads, and he's down all the way to the 42. It's a 9-yard run on first down by Rodney. Ben Banagoo, the tackle. Now they're going to give him 10. First down. They're moving the chains on this. Sooners go tempo. Baker back to pass this time. Has time across the middle. Caught by Andrews. Undercut immediately as the helmet goes flying off of Nico Small, who made the tackle. It's another first down. They'll spot it at the 28. A gain of 13 to Andrews. That is his 5th catch already in this game.
I saw that helmet. I thought he fumbled for a second.
So Nico Small out there, other starting safety. Nick Orr out for the entire first half. Sooners might take a shot here. Pistol formation. Baker's got the high snap. Handoff Anderson up the middle. Chopped under at the 25. 3 yards on first down for Rodney. Ridwan Isahaku, the tackle. And Small is right back in. 6:44 to go first half. Sooners 17, Frogs 14. Second down and 7 from the TCU 25. Hasn't been much action on this end of the field today. It's all been on the other end. In fact, all the scoring's been the other way. Sooners trying to change that. Going right to left in the second quarter. Pistol formation. Tight end right is Flowers. Baker's got it. Handoff Rodney. Makes a cut 25 through trash to the 21. Give him 4. It'll be 3rd and 3. Ty Summers on the stop. Sooners 50% on third down today, 3 of 6. Anderson exits. Mykel Jones in. Dimitri Flowers in the backfield with Baker now. And 4 wideouts. 3rd down and 3 from the TCU 21. Baker on the Big 12 logo, takes the snap. He'll run it himself over the right side. Has a blocker outside. He won't get there. Hit backwards at the 19. That's a yard shy. Ty Summers hitting. It'll be 4th and 1.
I think they're going, Toby.
And it's not even a yard. It's a little bit less than a yard, maybe half a yard here. They're going to try and go quick, possibly.
No sign of the field goal unit yet. Here comes a jumbo package onto the field.
Remember, they like the quarterback sneak. They did it in the first matchup. We've already seen one today.
Cody Ford, an extra lineman. Carson Meyer, tight end right. Baker under center with an I formation behind him. Last time they lined up in this, they did go QB sneak. And he calls a timeout. Sooners will use
Oklahoma
a timeout.
Takes its first time out of the half.
We'll take it with them. Chris, Teddy, what kind of feel are you getting? They going for it here?
They're going for it. Yeah, Ted.
No, yeah, I think they're going for it, and I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we've got a lot of big bodies in there. TCU really likes to slam things inside. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some type of misdirection or naked and see Baker try to keep it and press the edge.
I formation. Dimitri Flowers at the top of it. Jackson Ewells at fullback. Baker under center on 4th and 1. Directing traffic right and left. And early movement offsides TCU. Chris Bradley came across. I think.
Yeah, they're looking for the number, the TCU guy.
Quite the conversation, though.
The umpire keeps looking back at TCU. He threw the original flag.
Offside. Defense, number 56, moved into neutral zone, causing the offense to move. 5-yard penalty, yardage results in a first down.
Moved in the neutral zone. He plastered Baker Mayfield.
Oh, he hit him.
He moved because he got hit by him. That's why he moved. Second penalty on this drive. We didn't have one before this drive.
That's
so
smart. I mean, you usually
OU.
see people try that, then take a timeout. Lincoln took the timeout first and then drew him off sides.
Split back, Sermon and Anderson. 1st and 10 from the Frog 14. Baker back in the shotgun now. Looks at Lincoln. Crouches forward. Directions for his O-line. Looks back out wide to his receivers with instructions. Still 7 to snap it. Now he's ready. And Baker's got it. Inside handoff, no keeper. Baker runs far side. Has the quarter. 15 to the 10. And he's out of bounds before the 5. Little zone read. Second time that Baker's been able to have effectiveness out there. First time he went for 56. That time 7.
Calling it pretty loose on the edges. You know, it looks like they've gotten away with a couple holds on the outside, and we may have got one there with Evans on Benegu.
2nd and 3 at the 7. Baker in the shotgun, takes the football. Keeps it himself again, runs right again. Outside he goes, met, he'll be dropped, no gain. Marquise Simmons got him, looked like the same play. Give him 1, they're going to put it down at the 6. It'll be 3rd and 2. 4:18 to go, second quarter.
Well, Ted, you're right. They're really letting him play on the edge. Mark Andrews may have got away with one there.
I believe the running back would have made it easily.
Andrews slot left, C.D. Lamb wide left, Marquise Brown wide right. Anderson and Flowers in the backfield with Baker. 3rd and 2 from the 6. Mayfield asks for the football. He's got it. Play action. Looks in zone. Throws for Andrews. He's got him again. It's a touchdown. Second touchdown today for 81. Second touchdown today for 6. And it is the 26th straight game that Baker Mayfield has thrown at least 2 touchdown passes, tying the modern-day record of Kellen Moore of Boise State. And more importantly, Oklahoma retakes a 2-score lead in the Big 12 championship.
And Andrews has been huge in the middle of the field. You got to wonder with TCU if having that experience and center fielder in their secondary is having an effect.
Extra point by Seibert is true. 3:45 to go. First half in Arlington. 24-14.
Turned into a touchdown. TCU's making the mistakes. Just stay focused, keep playing your game, you'll be okay.
Austin Seibert about to boot it away. 3:45 to go. The Sooners have been outstanding late first half the last 3 games. Let's see if they can get a stop and get the ball back here, up 10 again. Seibert approaches, toe to leather. High driving kick into the end zone. Turpin will let it sail. Touchback. AAA drive summary on OU's touchdown drive. 8 plays, 51 yards, 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Mark Andrews working on a big day. 6 catches already, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns.
TCU's starting to work the edges more on offense, making our corners tackle. They're running those swings and bubble routes, putting the onus on the corners on the outside.
Alana Lua in the game, the big back. 3 wides, tight end Hunt to the right. Alana Lua steps behind Kenny Hill now in a pistol from the 25. Hill's got it. Play action. Quick throw out to the right. Caught, tackled immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Parnell Motley on Jalen Rager. It'll be 2nd and 9. Great tackle by Motley.
The play action just doesn't have the same effect on OU's defense from Kenny Hill. Now, I think Baker Mayfield, his footwork and their play action stuff is one of the things that makes it so critical. Really grabs the attention of everyone on the defense.
2nd and 9. Still Alana Lua at back. And they will keep it. Kenny Hill bet in the backfield, spins away, got back to the line of scrimmage, and he's thrown down hard. Devontae Lampkin violently throws him to the turf. A gain of 1, and Obo is not up yet.
He got hit by friendly fire. Kenneth Murray came flying in late to try and put a shot on Kenny Hill.
I think he's all right.
And took it and got Obo at, the thigh area, it looked like.
He's up now and walking, although the trainers had already come out, so he's going to have to come out here. It'll be 3rd and 8, and this is a big play, fellas. Still 2:55 to go in the half. Oklahoma a chance to get the ball back here. If they can get a stop, leading by 10.
And of course, sorry Toby, but Obo does have to come off on this play because the trainers came out.
Mark Jackson in to replace him. 3rd and 8, trips left in a triangle formation. That's Jarrison Stewart, Desmond White, and John Diarce. Hicks now in it back. Jalen Rager to the right. Kenny Hill in the shotgun, snap, straight drop, 3-man rush, looking middle, has time, flush to the right now. Looking, he'll run it himself. Lead blocker, hit at the 35, churning, reaching. Did he get it?
He threw the ball. He threw the ball to try to reach forward and lost it out of bounds.
I think he's short. This is all about the spot here, and we've got a mass of white jerseys between us and the official. It's hard to see. He had to get to the 35.
He's pointing for a first.
When he reached out, Toby, the ball left his hand as he was trying to reach out, and he lost it out of bounds.
Oh, they got a nice spot. They put it down at the 35, a first down.
If that ball goes forward, it's got to come back where he let it go. Now, I couldn't see a thing from here, but
Sooners have too many guys on the field.
Yeah, they're running Amani Bledsoe off. They were given time there. TCU substituted. 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass. Kenny Hill, quick throw. Right side, that's caught at the 40. Tackled immediately. Jarrison Stewart. Give him 6. 2:16 to go. Golden opportunity there for Oklahoma to get the ball back. We're inches shy of getting the job done, and now TCU, let's see if they can cash in. We hit the 2-minute mark. Man in motion right to left is Desmond White. Pistol formation with Hicks. 2nd down and 4 from the 41. Keeper by Hill, right side, he's got room. Now he makes a cut, breaks a tackle, and he dives forward. Emmanuel Beal missed him, and he's got the first down out to the 48.
Good read by Kenny Hill. We're crashing pretty hard right now on Hicks in the backfield and giving Kenny Hill some opportunities to pull it out and make some hay in the running game.
TCU's kicking game a bit questionable without Jonathan Song. Now their backup Cole Bunce has made 3 of 4 in his absence, but his longest is 43. Keep that in mind here. Power pistol loaded right for TCU. 1st and 10 from their own 48. Play action, rolling left. Hill, looking to throw, does far sideline, diving catch made by Desmond White at the OU 43. A pickup of 9.
That's your comeback route on the boot, and Stephen Parker was in a pretty good position there. It looked like he was worried maybe about a double move, and him going downfield was laid off a little bit in coverage there.
Minute 17 to go. TCU has all 3 timeouts. 2nd down and 1. Trips right, ball on the left hash. Hill's got it, wants to throw. Looking right, throws down the right side. Diving attempt is incomplete at the 25. Intended for Rager down the seam. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And almost intercepted. It looked like it hit off Rager's hands and into Parnell Motley's. Close there for Kenny Hill, pushing it downfield. This is a big down for the Sooners.
1 minute exactly to go. You would assume here at the 38-yard line that the Frogs would go for it if they don't get it on 3rd down, but we'll see.
I think that's why.
Might think it's an awful good
42
time to go for it, that we can still get it on 4th and short.
3rd and 1, pistol formation. Now Hicks moves slightly to the left of Kenny Hill. Tight end right is Hunt. Snap. Quick throw out, caught at the 43 by Turpin. He is wrapped up, and he's got the 1st down at the 40. Short game, but he only needed 1.
Boy, if Norwood doesn't hang on there, and Turpin is tough to grab, if he doesn't make this catch on a good or a tackle on a good shake move by Turpin, he's gone because he can fly.
Timeout TCU.
It's down, and you know, the more you press them on the edge, they start to inch up a little bit each play, each drive, and then we've also seen Stephen Parker just fly downhill on some of those bubbles. They'll try and fake it on the outside and then go downfield after they get your attention and get the routine of you just having to come up and make plays there at the line of scrimmage. So this is typically what you've seen from them for most of the year, and it's interesting that they didn't do it in the 1st round, but they've gotten right back to it here.
Timeout's over from the 40. 55 seconds to go. Frogs with 2 timeouts left. Hill in the shotgun. He is 17 of 21 passing. He's going to throw it again here. Lobs it out to the back. Hicks caught behind the line of scrimmage, and he's taken off his feet by Motley. Very nice tackle. Give him 1 to the 39.
I love that. It's aggressive. You see the swing route. You put your toe in the ground. You fly up there and solve the outside leg. Good job.
They don't use a timeout. Clock runs 35 seconds. Hill back to pass. Shovel pass up the middle to Hicks. 35. Swims away from one guy to the 30. Outside he bounces to the 25. 14 yards, and they're in field goal range now with 27 seconds, and Gary Patterson will use his 2nd of 3 timeouts.
Down spot that TCU got from Kenny Hill. Remember, Obo wasn't on the field on that play. He had to come off because the trainers came to check on him when he was slow to get up. Just to kind of follow up on that, because this drive has been moving so much, we really haven't had an opportunity to do so. Obo stood on the sideline, pled for an opportunity to come back into the game, and then was right back in. Now, during this timeout, Obo is down on about the 29-yard line, getting a little extra stretching in there. So obviously, Ted, maybe just something a little bit tight on him right now, but I guess the overriding point is nothing too concerning when it comes to the Sooner senior captain.
No, but I get frustrated with that, and you guys heard me talk about it before. If you're okay, you got to get up and play. That's, you know, so far that's the most critical 3rd down of the game. We need him on the field.
1st and 10, TCU. Timeout's over. 27 seconds to go. Ball on the Sooner 25. Shotgun for Kenny Hill. 4 wideouts. Hill's got the snap. Straight drop. Throws across the middle. It is batted in the air and incomplete. Parnell Motley broke it up. Intended for Jalen Rager near the goal line. Sooners had a chance maybe in the end zone, but the ball was deflected a little too far for the safety. Who was that back there? Is that Parker?
It was Will Johnson was deeper, and Motley made the play on the football. But interesting there, Mike Stoops only rushes 3 guys and drops 8 back there, you know, thinking his guys can make a play on these Kenny Hill balls.
Alanalua is in. 2nd and 10. 22 seconds to go. Snap. Play action. Hill hit as he throws. Lobs for the end zone. This is going to be pass interference. Khalil Houghton ran over the receiver at the goal line. Desmond White.
I'll tell you what, though, Toby, sometimes a pass interference is a good call because that might be a touchdown if he doesn't do it.
Yeah, but it might be a pick if he turns around.
Pass interference. Defense, number 8. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
That'll put it at the 10.
Guys, Obo's off the field. We talked about the extra stretching that he was getting. He's down on the sidelines right now again. Doesn't seem to be anything too severe. They're just stretching him out. Director of Rehabilitation, Jim Hillis, has come over now. So a little extra stretching now. He's talking to him. Hopefully everything's okay with Obo.
It is first and goal at the 10-yard line. 15 seconds. They got one timeout. They go 5 wides. Empty set. Hill's got it. Looks right. He'll run it himself. Darts it up the middle. He's met, and he's wrapped up after a short gain. Give him to the 9, and they'll use their last timeout with 7 seconds here. Interesting. Will Gary Patterson kick the field goal, or does he trust him to get one more play in?
I think Sonny Cumbie's trying to get him to run one more play over in that TCU sideline, and I think they're going to.
They put somebody in the end zone and throw it to him within 5 seconds maybe.
All right, there's the last timeout.
As soon as that timeout was called, or actually even before the timeout was called, immediately, Ted, on that opposite sideline, Sonny Cumbie turned right to Gary Patterson, almost as if he was campaigning to get another shot here. What do you got to be wary of if you're the Sooner defense?
Well, it's going to be a quick shot. It's going to be just a 3-step drop or a catch and throw from Kenny Hill. This is where having experience at quarterback is critical if they do choose to go for it.
They're going to kick.
Yeah, field goal unit is out.
I think they figure they can either get a catch or a incomplete with a second or 2 left, maybe.
They're going to kick it, Coach.
Are they?
Yep. This will be a chip shot. 26 yards, ball's in the middle of the field. Bunts 3 for 4 on the year.
Looks like Sooners keeping their standard defense in there. Lincoln Riley in position to call a timeout here, too.
He's got 2 of them. He won't. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is good. 4 seconds to go. 24-17, our new score. And the Frogs are at least going to have to kick it off here.
Because he was back on the field on the field goal attempt, but again, Teddy, on that crucial play, whenever the Sooners were able to shut down Kenny Hill, he was off the field yet again.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we're going to have to look at. If we're going to be at our best defensively, Obo has to be out there. He's the thing that makes this whole deal go. When Kenny Hill is under pressure, he is not very good. He can burn you with his legs at times, but the throws will definitely be errant.
Here's the kickoff. Bunts down the middle of the field, a line drive that'll bound and go through the end zone, so no time goes off the clock. That was a 13-play, 66-yard scoring drive for TCU in 3:41, your AAA drive summary. Sooners will get it at the 25 with 4 seconds. You would assume they'll hit a knee here, but we'll see. TCU gets the ball first to start the second half. And barring something miraculous, down
they're going
7.
in knee territory here.
Baker lines up under center with Flowers and Anderson protecting him to each side. He does indeed hit a knee. And we are at halftime of the Big 12 championship game. 30 minutes to decide who gets the trophy today. At halftime, our score, Oklahoma 24 and TCU 17. 30 minutes to decide the Big 12 championship and whether Oklahoma is headed to the 14 playoff. Seibert points left, points right, points to the sky. Starts forward. There's toe to leather. Another high booming kick, and it'll be a touchback. Well, the Frogs with an opportunity here with a touchdown drive to tie this game. They trail by 7. Oklahoma led 17-0 and looked to be off to the races today, but Kenny Hill has been very good. 19 of 24 passing.
We need to try to make them punt once in a while. They've only had 1 punt, and that pretty much tells you how they're moving the football.
Obo Okoronkwo is in the game. TCU starts with 3 wide receivers and a back. It's Kyle Hicks. And the tight end, Cole Hunt, set to the left end of the line. From the 25-yard line, moving right to left. Shotgun, Kenny Hill takes the snap, wants to throw. Quickly lobs down the far sidelines. It is broken up.
Good.
Nice play by Parnell Motley. Intended for Jalen Austin. He batted it out of the air with his near hand.
Got his head turned around that time. He didn't on the touchdown.
2nd and 10.
It's an interesting play call. You know, they're taking a shot down the field early. TCU struggles in 2nd and 10. Whenever they don't get anything going on first down, they're not very successful.
Full house backfield. There are 2 tight ends to each side of Kenny Hill, and behind him, Kyle Hicks. Snap, play action, straight drop, quick throw out near side. It is knocked away, incomplete. Intended for Diarce. The pass was high. Trey Norwood was there to kind of help break it up. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Boy, this would be a nice way to start the second half for these Sooners. A 3 and out. Kenny Hill only threw 5 incomplete passes in the first half. He starts with 2 misses in the second. Frogs go 4 wide, 2 to each side. 4-man front, they rush 4. Back to pass, Hill. Throws deep down the middle. Nobody's there. It's incomplete. Nobody was within 10 yards of that pass. No flags down, and the Sooners force a 3 and out. Great start.
Teddy, that was kind of scary because Stephen Parker had stuttered a little bit, almost like he thought someone might have snuck in behind him, but nobody even close.
Well, Motley had great position on the inside. I think the wide receiver was supposed to, stem his route to where he could beat that player to the inside, beat Motley to the football. Motley never gave up his inside leverage.
CeeDee Lamb at the 38. Sooners a chance for good field position here. And whistles before the snap. We got a flag.
False start. Offense, number 12. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That'll back him up and give CD a little more room here to work with. The punter is Nunez. They've been alternating back and forth between Adam Nunez and Andrew David here late in the season. This will be Nunez again. There's the snap. There's the boot. Not particularly deep. Lamb comes up, calls for a fair catch, and takes it at the 45 in Sooner territory. 35-yard punt. And the Sooners are going to get it in good field position here, up 7. It happens to everyone who plays the game. We get hurt and try to walk it off, but playing hurt can make it worse. Schedule a free pain assessment with Mercy Sports Medicine at mercy.net/playhealthy. At Mercy Sports Medicine, your life is our life's work.
Toby, interesting message from Tim Kish on the sideline to his linebackers while also firing up the whole defense. He's like, let's keep our eyes right. So obviously happy with what the Sooners did on that last drive defensively, Toby, but wanted to make sure that eye discipline stays solid the rest of this second half.
Lamb, Jones, Andrews, and Brown at wideout. Anderson, the running back. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Sooners in the crimson jerseys going left to right. First possession of the third quarter for OU. Anderson sent out motion right. Baker back to pass. Looking left, flushed right, still looking, throws across the middle. Caught! Mykel Jones! He's going to go! 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Pay dirt! 55 yards. Mykel Jones, his first touchdown as a Sooner. Comes on the first offensive snap of the second half for Oklahoma. Wow!
And that's game plan again. A play designed by Lincoln Riley. They've got Boson is the flat dropper over here to the Oklahoma sideline, and they put him on a receiver, and he's one-on-one. He runs a return route. Boson flies to the inside of the formation, and off to the races goes Jones.
Pass protection did it. He had great protection on that. He could wait for it to come open.
Extra point's good. That took 11 seconds off the clock. Been a lot of time-consuming, long scoring drives in this game for both teams. That wasn't one of them.
Somebody better give Lincoln Riley some love on that play design.
Another great play design by Lincoln Riley. He's always got something up his sleeve. We've seen 3 or 4 of them today. And another disastrous start to a half for TCU. Offensively, they throw it 3 times and have to punt. And then right down the field we go for a touchdown. They're going to be playing from behind where they thought, after taking a field goal early and being able to have the ball coming out of halftime, they're in a good position.
Kickoff by Seibert. No different. Touchback. Every one of them has been either on the back line of the end zone or within 1 yard of it. And Kevontae Turpin in the special teams so far has been a non-factor so far today.
We've seen a lot here in 34 seconds, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. a three and out and a touchdown.
2 kickoffs, a punt.
When was the last time, too, that TCU gave up second-half points?
And it's surprising that they started off the way they did. They got the game within a touchdown. They've slowed the pace down dramatically in the first half. You thought that they'd go right back to the running game, but they throw it 3 straight downs on their first possession.
Chris, that's a great point. It's almost been 2 months since TCU allowed a second-half touchdown. October 7th. First snap, handoff. Hicks running left. Sooners have it defended well, but he slips through a hole across the 25 to the 28. He got 3, and it looked like that would be a loss. Devontae Lampkin the tackle. I'm going to say that again. TCU has not allowed a second-half touchdown since October 7th. It's December, folks. But that stat goes by the wayside with the 55-yard strike to Mykel Jones. 2nd down and 7 Frogs from their own 28. Trips right, tight end right. Kenny Hill wants to throw, looks right, throws back left. Hicks has it, makes a cut, 30, 35, room, 40, down the sidelines, 50, 45 to the 40. Will Johnson there. Here comes a flag, steps out of a tackle at the 30, and he's down inside the 20. There's a flag down, though, at the OU 40-yard line.
We had one guy that totally got lost. He turned his back on the football.
Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray was lost. Emmanuel Bill missed the play back there towards the original line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense. Number 81. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's a spot foul, so this is still going to be a first down for TCU. They're going to get the ball around midfield, I think. So it'll still be about 22, 23-yard pickup. Yeah, they're going to put it down right on the 50.
Oh, you call that right.
It'll be a 22-yard gain after that, but it takes 30 yards away. 30-plus yards away from the end of that run.
And they've attacked us with that formation a couple of times. It's been with the run so far. That's the first time, a little slip screen, getting some blockers out in front there to the running back.
Compact 4-wide formation here with Alana Lua in the game at back from the 50. Kenny Hill from the shotgun takes the football, looks right, looks back left, has time, he's dancing, flushed. Cut in, he'll run it himself. He's tackled at the 47-yard line in Sooner territory. He picked up 3. He wanted to throw there, but couldn't find anybody. Good coverage.
That's a great effort by Obo to get out there, but he got out of control and couldn't tackle him.
12:52 to go.
Obo, I guess.
12:52 to go, third
91.
quarter. Oklahoma 31, TCU 17.
Watch Turpin here. He's in a dangerous slot right there close to the tackle on the left side.
Compact 4-wide formation again. Hill's got it. Sooners blitz. Keeper Hill met in the backfield. Punched outside. They don't have him yet. Stiff arm, and he's out of bounds. He got yardage out of that. Should have been a loss. He took it to the 43.
Toby, Devontae Lampkin is on the sidelines right now, on the bench by himself, just catching his breath. So we'll see if he rotates back in this series or next.
3rd and 3, possible 4-down territory here at the OU 43-yard line as Amani Bledsoe comes in. They got Bledsoe, Famatau, Okoronkwo, and Ward on the 4-man front. Trips right, tight end left. Caleb Kelly dancing around like he's coming. He's talking to Kenneth Murray. Snap, whistles. OU calls a timeout right before the snap. Looked to be confusion between Caleb Kelly and Kenneth Murray, and now Kenneth Murray and Will Johnson are arguing.
Oklahoma takes its first time out of the half.
Got to get a stop, get a timeout. Last thing you want to do is give up a big play because of miscommunication, guys not knowing where to get lined up.
And if there's any indication, Toby, afterwards, Lincoln Riley was patting Kenneth Murray on the head and shook his head. So maybe one of those things where someone had misidentified or maybe had a wrong assignment.
31-17 Sooners, 11:56 to go, third quarter. TCU facing a 3rd and 3 from the OU 43. They line up trips right, tight end right, Pistol formation with Hicks the back. Sooners showing blitz up the middle. Let's see if they mean it or not. Snap to Kenny Hill. Handoff, Hicks runs into a wall, bouncing, pushing, churning, pushed backwards. He didn't get there. He's going to be about a half-yard shy, I believe. The official is standing between the 40 and the 41. This is going to be 4th down and less than a yard. You guys have a better view than I do, but you agree with that, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. They're going for it. First time TCU has gone for it on 4th down today. They're 5 of 11 on the year. Hill lines up under center with Hicks deep. Watch the QB sneak. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling right. He's going to try to beat Obo to the corner. The race is on. He's banged out of bounds. This is going to be close. This will depend on the spot. Sooner coaches trying to help him out, and they didn't get there. He didn't get there. Parnell Motley came up with the hit. Obo was in chase as well, and I'm sure we'll look at this again.
Not even close.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was short of the line to gain. The ball goes over on downs.
I bet he's wishing he'd run a sneak right there because he had a nose guard and a couple of gaps there. He could have gotten a foot or two.
Sooners have the ball back after a turnover on downs, leading 31-17. At their own 41-yard line, Parnell Motley, a big play. Baker's got 3 wides. The back is Anderson. Mark Andrews has been his favorite target today. He goes in motion and sets up slot right. Baker's got it. Handoff Anderson up the middle with room. 45 crashing near midfield. Give him 8 on 1st down. Ty Summers the tackle. Really a chance to steal the will of TCU with a touchdown here. Sooners go tempo on 2nd and 2. Baker, play action, straight drop. Looking deep, throws it deep down the right sideline. Looking for Hollywood. He's got him on the run. 10-5. It's a touchdown. Oh, mama! Baker Mayfield to Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Sooners lead at 37-17 in Arlington.
And that, Toby, was your All-State Good Hands catch of the game. All-State, a proud sponsor of OU football. Switching to All-State is worth it. Marquise Brown's out of breath on the sidelines. He's down on a knee.
I bet Lincoln or Baker Mayfield is too. There's nothing better than watching him take a lap looking like a kid running through a sprinkler.
Extra point is true. We're having fun in Jerry World. 10:41 to go in the 3rd. Oklahoma 38 and TCU 17.
Ted, what a job that Baker did looking off the safety of TCU.
Yep, that's experience. He's got great protection, good time in the pocket. He's able to hold the safety in the middle of the field by looking to the left. Last second, he knows where he's going with the football the whole time. Last second, turns his head and lets it fire all the way across the field. Great execution, great protection, all around great offense from Oklahoma.
And Coach Merv, your bread and butter, the offensive line, making it all possible.
Well, that's right, and they did it on 1st down the first time, which means you got to be careful defensively, and then the next time they had 2nd and 8, or 2nd and 2, and did it, so they weren't sure you're going to run again.
Automatic Austin sends it 5 yards deep. Cavante Turpin, though, won't try it this time. It'll be a touchback. 38-17. Oklahoma scored 38 points on TCU in Norman. They are at 38 again here today. But still 25-plus minutes of football to go. Frogs have had the ball twice in the second half. They've gone 3 and out, and they've turned it over on downs. An elderly gentleman just put on an OU hat on the big screen, and that's the roar you hear. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25 Frogs. 2 wides, 2 tight ends. 12 personnel here. First play is play action. Kenny Hill throws it out to Turpin. Caught at the 25, turns it up to the 30. Watch out for the speed, and he is planted by Stephen Parker at the 39-yard line, but he got 14 yards. Frogs have to work with a little bit of urgency here. There's a long time to go, but they're down 3 scores, and Mr. Mayfield on the other side is showing no signs of slowing down. Sooners have had 2 touchdown drives in the second half, both of them less than 30 seconds. Under center, Rager is deep. Fake handoff, fake reverse, threw it out to White. White's got the catch at the 35, up across the 40, reaching with the football to the 44. They got 5 on that, but there was a lot going on. The Sooners defended that pretty well, considering.
They started in a little bit of a huddle. Then the wide receivers broke out, lined up. Then the offensive line, Kenny Hill goes under center. A lot of moving parts there, so nice job by the defense reading their keys.
2nd and 5, 9:45 to go third quarter. Ball is on the TCU 44. Alana Lua in it back. Fullback is Artavius Lynn. Under center. Snap, handoff, Alana Lua over the left side. He's smashed and knocked sideways. Hugh Overton. Caleb Kelly in there. It'll be a loss of 1.
They've tried that stretch play, bunch of different formations, and it's just not working. Our defensive line, too much penetration up front. There's nowhere to go for those running backs. They're 3-4 yards in the backfield is our defensive line.
3rd down and 6. Ball is on the TCU side of midfield. Chance for another 3 and out here. Pistol formation, 3 wides. Kenny Hill asks for the football. He's got it. He will keep it himself. He's met the backfield, and they've got him. Kenneth Mann's got him back at the 40. It's a 3 and out. I'll tell you, the first 6.5 minutes of the second half have been a masterpiece on both sides of the football.
And they got a new punter in here. I watched this guy warming up before they came out second half, and he shanked about 4 of them in a row.
Andrew David is his name. He's a tiny guy. Flags fly before the snap.
They are in motion.
Sammy Douglas, we think, number 35, going to be called for the
False start. Kicking team number 35. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Wheels are wobbly right now on the Frog train. Sooners up 38-17, 8:23 to go in the 3rd. CeeDee Lamb does not have a punt return for a touchdown this year. No better time than the present. He stands on the 20. Snap is back. There's the kick. High, short. Fair catch called for and taken at the 20. 40-yard punt. Sooners have the ball back with a 3-touchdown lead. Timeout.
I really think that the other teams they've played, that even though they've lost, the deep pass has been more successful than a lot of the others, because I think they kind of crowd up there a little bit and think you won't throw it deep, and you do.
1st and 10 from the 20, pistol formation. Baker's got it, hands to Rodney, running right, cuts it up to the 20, and a short gain to the 22 and a half. He was sandwiched down by Traven Howard and Ridwan Isahaku. Give him 2. See if the Sooners move with a little more patience here with a 3-touchdown lead. Doesn't appear so. Power pistol loaded right. Now they look over at Lincoln, and Lincoln seems to say, don't be in too big of a hurry. Now they're ready. Snap to Mayfield. Play action. Taking a shot across the middle. He's got Mark Andrews. Great catch behind him, and he's out to the 40. That ball was behind Andrews, and he caught it anyway. His 7th reception. That ties his career high. Gain of 18. Mark Andrews may be cementing a Mackey Award today with this performance. He's got 2 touchdowns, 7 grabs. Dimitri Flowers lines up behind left guard Ben Powers. Anderson deep on 1st and 10 from the 40. Snap to Mayfield. Handoff Anderson over the left side, hit after a gain of 1 and falls forward for 3 to the 43. Ty Summers the stop. Baker Mayfield has completed 5 straight passes here in the second half. 5 straight passes overall, 3 straight this half. Sooners bring in Mykel Jones for Dimitri Flowers on 2nd down and 7. 6:34 to go, third quarter. Anderson moves to the right of Mayfield. Eric Rinn sends Baker the football. Play action, rolling right, looking deep, wings it deep again. High arcing ball for Marquise Brown, and he is knocked down. Flags fly. Jeff Gladney grabbed him at the goal line and says, "You're not going to burn me again, Hollywood," but give him 15 yards.
Pass interference. Defense, number 12. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
I mean, that ball almost hit the rafters of this place.
I tell you, the way they're playing Andrews inside, that wheel route they scored on Texas at the end of the game, would be there.
They move the ball to the 42 in TCU territory. 5th penalty on the Frogs.
You got something cooked up to have Anderson this wide. He
4 wides.
He may just be going to run off tackle here to the right. You got a blocker for everybody.
Baker says something to Rodney. Now takes the snap. It's a little wide. Handoff Rodney. Met at the 40, and that's about all he'll get. Forward momentum just across the 40. Give him 2.
I think the splits, the offensive line has added to what they're doing, has bothered them a little bit. That messes up some of their stunts they really like. Got too much area to cover. See the left side, how they're split out?
Yep. Trips left, 1 right. 2nd down and 8 from the TCU 40. Baker wants to throw. Looking left, looking back right, looking back left. Throws across the middle behind Marquise Brown. Incomplete. And then Baker gets piled up on at the backfield. 3rd down and 8 upcoming. First, second half incompletion for Mayfield. 5:35 to go in the 3rd. He's 15 of 21 today for 243 and 4 touchdowns, and we're not yet through 3.
I think they may go for it on 4th, Toby, and run it here.
That's a good call, Ted, although they just sent Rodney Anderson out wide right, so if they're going to run it, it's going to be Baker Mayfield to run it. He's empty. TCU showing blitz, back to pass. They do blitz. Baker flush left, throws left, looking for CD, far sideline, and he threw it too far. 4th down. Ball's on the 40. You try a 57-yard field goal here, or you punt it deep, and I think they'll punt it deep. I didn't get that sentence out of my mouth before Merv said bad idea, Toby, so we'll punt it.
Got to keep them as far away from the goal line as we can.
Seibert's been pretty good pinning it deep in situations like this. Let's see if he can do it again. Kevontae Turpin, dangerous, stands on the 10. Snap back. And there's the boot. High spiraling punt. Turpin calls fair catch, but lets it sail over his head. Saved back in the field of play by Jordan Thomas, and they fall on it at the 3-yard line. What a play by Jordan Thomas. He caught that ball midair at the 1 and tossed it behind him to keep it in the field of play. And then a Sooner fell on it. That was an unbelievable effort by Jordan Thomas. 37-yard punt. It was Trey Brown that came back and fell on it on the 3. Wow.
That's a really good call. That's exactly the depth that he touched the ball first on, right where he grabbed it.
Frogs got to go 97. Now they've spotted it a little closer to the 4, so they got to go 96. Full house backfield. The back is Hicks behind Kenny Hill. Snap to Kenny. Play action in his end zone. Looking to throw. Does deep down the near sidelines for Diar's. Intercepted. Will Johnson's got it on the run. 20, 15, and he steps out of bounds in the red zone. The Sooners turn him over again. dominant third quarter of football by Oklahoma on both sides. And a chance to deliver a haymaker right here with 5:08 to go in the third. That's the first interception Kenny Hill has thrown in the last 4 games. And Will Johnson gets his second of the year.
Kenny Hill just stares it down, desperate. He's got great protection. They went max protect at that full house backfield. No one close to him, and he just stares it down, stares it down. Will Johnson gets closer and closer and finally lets it go, and it's not close.
Sooners are in the Delta Dental red zone. Delta Dental, find your smile with Delta Dental of Oklahoma. They're at the 12-yard line, leading 38-17. Andrews, slot right. Jeff Badette, wide right. 2 tight ends to the left. Carson Meyer and Dimitri Flowers. Anderson the back. Are we looking at this?
Further review.
I'm going to make sure Will Johnson got a foot down it. That's all I can imagine is the case.
Oh, he had both feet way down.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. Interception, first down.
Well, that's a review.
We
got to give Noble
got
McIntyre
the best look
credit.
in the park for
Official review
right
brought
here.
to you by Noble McIntyre. I couldn't get the read off before they decided. The law firm you need to turn to for all your personal injury needs. From the 12. Pistol formation. Double tight end left. Baker sends Andrews in motion. He stops tight end right. Snap to Mayfield. Handoff Anderson up the middle to the 10. And he's knocked sideways at the 9 by Ty Summers. Give him 3.
You think it's time to throw the slant to Andrews?
Why not?
They want to split the end on the other side, I think, if they do.
It has worked twice already. 2 touchdowns to Mark Andrews in the first half from 5 yards and from 6 yards. The ball's on the 9 right now. Mykel Jones and C.D. Lamb check in. They go 4 wide, 2 to each side. 2nd down and 7 from the 9. Mayfield's got it. Looking to throw. Looking left. He's under pressure. Wants to run. Dances it outside. Gets away. Chased from behind. And he's tackled. And a flag is down in the backfield. He was tackled near the line of scrimmage. And this looks like the area of a Oklahoma holding. It is.
Holding. Offense, number 58. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
That's the right call there, but they didn't gain anything on that. It could have had 3rd and 7. Instead, they back them up and take 2nd and 17. So just keep that in mind. We'll see what happens here. 4:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Sermon in with Anderson. Split backs, 3 wides. 4:02 to go, 3rd quarter. Sooners trying to grab their 11th Big 12 championship trophy and move to the college football playoff. Mayfield takes the snap. A little bit wide, hands off to Anderson, and that's a loss. He's hit in the backfield by Matt Boson. Back at the 21, a loss of 2. 3rd and long here. 3rd and 19. Sooners can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Flowers in, Sermon out. Oklahoma 4 of 9 on 3rd downs today. Power pistol loaded left. See if Baker takes a shot. Now they load the pistol to the right. Baker's got it. Handoff. Anderson running left, met in the backfield again and dropped for a loss.
I don't know. This is totally, these last 2 plays have been
conservative.
I know they know what they're doing. But they've sure been ugly.
Back at the 23, and this will force now a fairly long field goal. Austin Seibert 1 of 2 today. He saw his streak of 12 straight snapped with a miss in the 2nd quarter. He made from 41, missed from 43. This will be a 40-yarder. Ball's in the middle of the field. This is to give Oklahoma a 4-score lead. Got to snap it. And they get a timeout.
Ooh, Coach Riley's hot.
What are they doing?
Prior to the delay of game, timeout, Oklahoma. 30-second timeout.
The Sooner Network salutes KPRV-FM in Poto, a mixture of your favorite classic country, pop, and early rock, and your radio home for the Oklahoma Sooners. A big thanks to GM Leroy Billy at KPRV that serves LaFleur County and is a long-standing partner of the Sooner Network. Well, Coach, they got the pick, and they got it inside the 10, and then it got ugly on this drive.
Yeah, they're, of course, you know, if they'd worked great, well, it'd been fine. But those two plays were kind of ugly.
Timeout's over, and Austin Seibert lining up a 40-yard try. Snap back, good. Hold down, good. Kick is away, and it is good. Right down the middle. So it is 41-17, and the Sooners have now outscored them 17-0 here in the third quarter. Chris Plank.
Separated and walk back to their huddles, so it hasn't had that feeling right now, but I guess anytime you have a team that may be completely out of it, there's a chance of that.
2:14 to go in the third. Seibert to kick it away. Sooners have dominated the first and third quarters of this game, and they lead at 41-17. Turpin backs it up, lets it fly over his head. It's another touchback.
Tell me to kind of give you an idea, after that last series, the last two running plays, as soon as the offensive line came to the bench, Lincoln Riley was over here inside that offensive line huddle on the bench with Coach Bedenbaugh to find out where the mistake was made. And by the way, congratulations to Bill Bedenbaugh, as we talked about in the pregame show, a finalist for the Broyles Award, which is given to the best assistant coach in college football.
Turnover battle today is 2-0 in favor of OU. And you would think TCU is going to have to push the envelope here. That was a 4-play, negative 11-yard scoring drive for OU. Not one of their prettier of the year. Kyle Hicks in the back, 4 wides for Kenny Hill. Out of the shotgun from the 25, Sooners showing blitz. They bring 4. Hill across the middle, caught by White, and he's tackled immediately. Emmanuel Beal got his frog legs. 2nd and 10.
He was in his hip pocket, wasn't he?
Hot pursuit. Good tackle.
Yeah, that's where you see the speed of Emmanuel Beal. A lot of people say he's undersized, but you can see that he can fly right there, chasing down a small wide receiver on a crossing route.
1:41 to go in the third. Hill today 23 of 32. Quick throw out, caught by White at the 25, dancing, trying to get to the sidelines, has a stiff arm up the sidelines and out of bounds across the 30 to the 32. He got 6. Trey Norwood forced him out. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Sooners 41, Frogs 17. Waning seconds of quarter number 3 in the Big 12 championship game. TCU 0 for 3 on 3rd downs in the second half. Option right. Hill looking to run, turns it up. He's got it himself, and he slides down at the 40 or the 37. Needed 3, got 5.
That's a first down, but this defense is really good right now. They're giving up some yards, they're giving up some stuff on the outside, but it's the big play. Up 4 scores now. The big play is what kills you. Some of this smaller stuff up front, you don't really have to worry about too much. You just can't let anyone behind you in the passing game.
Yeah, if you want to nickel together first downs right now, nickel and dime them together and use clock, that's fine. Back to pass, Kenny Hill lobs it near sideline for Diarse, caught at midfield and out of bounds. Norwood in coverage.
And that might be the best throw Kenny Hill's made today. He dropped that one in the bucket early on, but here in the second half, that's the first throw that he's really looked like he's in rhythm, throwing an out route all the way across the field.
13 yards on that, 5th catch for Diarse. 30 seconds to go, quick snap. Hill, pump fake, looking deep, throws across the middle. It is high. Oh, that was dangerous. He sailed it for Desmond White into the Sooner secondary and was fortunate no one was really looking for it. 2nd and 10.
I think he tried to rush that throw before the defense got set, and it bounded back on him. He didn't throw it very well.
A running play here, and this could be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Let's see. Hicks moves behind Hill. Kinney's got it. Handoff, Hicks running right. Sooners pin him up. He tries to reverse field, and he's not going to get anywhere. It's a loss. A loss of 5 back to the 45.
That's the stretch play again. They keep going back to the stretch, trying to get outside, and it's just not working. The penetration from the interior defensive lineman is too good. There's no cutback lanes. They're just shutting that play down.
4 fingers in the air. We are headed to the 4th quarter in Arlington of the Big 12 championship game. It is Oklahoma 41 and TCU 17.
They really made a good one out of that quarter, and those 2 bombs sure didn't hurt anything either.
Didn't hurt, nope. TCU facing a 3rd and long to start the 4th. A 3rd and 15 from their own 40. 3rd quarter interception by Will Johnson. 1st quarter scoop and score by Caleb Kelly. The 2 turnovers the Sooners have caused today. Could they get another one right here? Hill out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, straight drop, 4-man rush, pressured, flush to the left, looking to throw, still looking, chased by Kenneth Mann. He'll keep it himself, run to midfield, and he's down there. He got 5, but he needed 15, and the Frogs will kick it away. Great coverage downfield. Just across town, the College Football Playoff Committee hanging out in Grapevine, Texas, watching this game right now, hopefully watching the Sooner defense here today. Snap back. The kick is away. Backspin on that one. CeeDee Lamb calls for a fair catch and takes it at the 6-yard line. 42-yard punt. Sooners hoping their performance today is good enough that the American Athletic Conference team doesn't jump in front of them this week. That is a joke. But the way that the last few selection Tuesdays have been, it's only a little bit of one.
As the defense meets right in front of us down here on the field, Toby, I don't know if we've talked enough about the play of Will Johnson. Ted, of course, he missed the first half of the game in Norman. He has 7 tackles and the interception and has been a vocal leader for this secondary here on the sidelines.
They've been great. I mean, we talked about it, some of the bubble stuff. They're making some plays, chipping away, getting some first downs, but we've been great. The middle of the field has been tough for Kenny Hill, and we haven't given him anything over the top.
Calcaterra, Smallwood, and Badette in at wide receiver. Anderson the back from the 7. Sooners leading 41-17 in the 4th. Baker's got the football. Hand off to Rodney, looking for a hole. Tries to get to the corner. Hemmed up at the 5, knocked sideways, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Sammy Douglas the stop.
They split the linemen out like that, and they stay on the outside shoulder of the tackle. They've got to run inside. They can't outrun that mess ever.
$14-17 to go. Sooners in no hurry. Same personnel here. Flowers is your tight end. Baker takes the shotgun snap. Hands to Rodney again. Over the right side, has a hole this time to the 15. Steps it up, first down out to the 20. Offensive line opened him up a hole that time. Moved the chains. Rodney Anderson now has toted it 19 times today for 77 yards. Got 14 on that one. Clock churns. 13:30 to go. Baker has the football. Hands to Rodney again. Up the middle, crashing. Knocked down, scissored down at the 26. But that's 5 more. Ty Summers the tackle.
This is where this offensive line really starts to separate themselves. They got a big lead. They've slowing it down. TCU knows the run's coming. They can't do anything about it. We got those big bodies, maybe the biggest offensive line in the country, and just plow those guys out of there. And when Rodney gets a full head of steam and comes downhill like Coach is talking about, keeping it between the tackles, you know, it's hard. Even whenever you make contact at the line of scrimmage or 2 yards thereof, he pushes you for 4 or 5 yards.
2nd and 5, handoff Anderson over the left side, stiff arm, breaks a tackle across the 30, out to the 32, and that'll be another first down. 4 straight Rodney Anderson totes, 2 first downs. Oklahoma trying to salt this game away on the ground against the team that comes into play today, number 2 in the nation in rush defense. TCU allows 90 yards a game on the ground. Today, Oklahoma has gone for 156 and counting.
But it was 69 they allowed on the ground before they played Oklahoma the first time, and it went all the way up to 90.
2 backs in the backfield. Mayfield's got it. It's another handoff to Anderson. Met in the hole by Summers at the 35, and he pushes him forward. Anderson does for another yard to the 36, 4 yards.
But Summers is a load in there. When Rodney tries to run over him, he's not really going anywhere. He got him once in the first matchup back in November, ran right over the top of him. I think Summers was prepared this time. But what makes Rodney so tough is the next time you're bracing for a big impact, as Howard was on the last play, and he gives you a little move, and you're left falling forward there and grabbing nothing.
Double back, Sermon in the game. 2nd down and 6. Three to snap it. Now Mayfield's got it. Handoff Anderson. Runs into a pack and not much that time. Uh-oh, extracurricular there. Watch out, Orlando. Orlando and Matt Boson, a couple of guys that'll play on Sundays, getting after it. No gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Let's see if OU puts it in the air for the first time here. 11:03 to play. They lead at 41-17. 3 wideouts. You got Calcaterra slot right if you want him. Eric Rinn sends the ball to Baker. Play action, rolling right, looking to throw. They hold Sermon. No call, lobs it out. Nobody there, incomplete. And the Sooners will have to punt it away. They ate up some clock there, moved it from their own 7 out to the 37. But they'll have to give it back.
That didn't quite look like they knew what they were doing out there. Those receivers looked kind of lost.
They brought a corner blitz or a safety blitz off the TCU sideline there and forced Baker Mayfield all the way out to the right, and you just didn't have anywhere to go with the football.
The electric Vontae Turpin waiting to receive this Austin Seibert
high,
high, spiraling, good punt, backing up, takes it on the run at the 13, to the right side 15, up the field he goes to the 30, cuts it outside 40, down the sidelines to the 50, makes a cut. Seibert can't get him, but he slows him down enough for Badette to grab him at the 35. 50-yard punt and a 60-yard return.
That's one of those whenever his foot came off that high in that spiral. I was sitting down here, I looked down at Turpin, I was like, oh boy, they better get down there on this guy. He can fly, can he?
Well, TCU has been given really nice field position here. It was officially a 52-yard return. And they spotted at the 36-yard line, the OU 36, with 10:29 to play. 41-17 our score. 5 wides, empty set for Kenny Hill. Hill 25 of 35 passing for 230 today. He lobs it out, pass deflected in the air, caught again by Kenny Hill, and then he is tackled at the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 1. Emmanuel DJ Ward batted it in the air. Kenny Hill caught it again. Alert play by the TCU quarterback and turned it into a 1-yard gain.
I don't know if you may have pointed this out already. We got Jordan Thomas down here on the near sideline, has stepped in at corner.
Jordan Thomas, I have not. Thank you very much, Teddy. In place of Trey Norwood. 2nd and 9. Quick throw out to the perimeter. That's caught by Rager. Makes a move. Flag flies. Rager breaks a tackle, and he's down to the 25. He gained 10, but a flag is down. I'm going to go back to that previous play quickly because we had the rarest of rares in football. We had a completed pass and a catch for Kenny Hill on the same play. Officials come together to discuss this.
And they've got Parnell Motley right there listening in.
Long discussion. 9:47 to go. Here we go.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Offense number 10. 15-yard penalty. Replay second down.
A fair but firm call by referee Mike DeFee. Nice job, Stats. That backs him up. They've yet to put the football down. It's going to back it up to midfield. It's 15 yards is what they said. The ball was on the 35. Yep. Put it right on the Big 12 championship logo right here in the middle of Jerry World. With 9:47 to go.
And it was the right call. It was the outside wide receiver coming in towards where the ball was snapped and made a block below the waist. Is not a safe play.
Trey Norwood back in for Jordan Thomas. Second down and 24 from the 50. 4 wides. Handoff Hicks looking for running room up the middle. He squeezes to the 45. A gain of 5, but now it brings up 3rd and forever. Conservative call there, down 4 scores. Obo and Emmanuel Beal combining on the tackle. 3rd down and 19. TCU shut out the Sooners in the second half in Norman. Sooners trying to return the favor here in Arlington. So far, so good. They send Alanalua out in motion, throw it back right side, caught on the underneath screen by Turpin, but there's traffic everywhere, and he's down. They got him at the 43. It's just a 2-yard gain, and it's 4th down. Will Johnson, the tackle. I mean, there were red shirts all over the place.
And Patterson is lighting into Cumbie over there on the sideline. I don't think he likes those play calls. They're curious why you would throw 2 or run 1 and then throw one in the middle of the field, a short route, and get the clock rolling right now when you're trying to come from behind.
8:15 to go. Punt team on the field for TCU. Snap is back to Adam Nunez. There's the boot with backspin. CD will let it sail over his head, and it slips through the hands of a frog and into the end zone. And the Sooners will get it on the 20. And a timeout on the field. It's getting late in Arlington. 8 minutes to go. Oklahoma 41, TCU 17. 8 minutes to go exactly here in Arlington. 41-17. Sooners have the ball back on their own 20. Chris Plank.
Rodney Anderson was getting a little bit of a look from the trainers. Looked like they were checking out his hand. So he's back in the game, though. He quickly grabbed his gloves and put him back on, but just something to keep an eye on as far as ball security is concerned here with Rodney Anderson, though he's back in the game in the backfield with Trey Sermon.
Split backs, Sermon and Anderson on 1st and 10 from the 20. In motion, Brown behind the formation. Handoff, Sermon. Looking for running room, finds it to the 25. Crashes near the 30. See if he got enough. That's a 10-yard run. It depends on the spot as to whether this is a first down or not.
I believe he's got it.
This might be the Trey Sermon drive. Let's see. He's got the first down, 10 yards. We've seen him before put a game away in the 4th quarter. Clock runs. This was a 1-score game at halftime, 24-17. But Baker Mayfield with explosive offense early in the 3rd quarter and a big turnover turned this game on its head. Sooners now firmly in control. Snap to Mayfield, hand to Anderson this time, evades one guy in the backfield and can't get away from the second. That'll be no gain. Mykel Epley the stop.
You ought to put our fullback back there and let him carry it once in a while.
Call it 2nd and 11. They spot that ball back closer to the 29. As we dip under 7 minutes to go. Mayfield has thrown only one pass in the last 2 possessions. In the 4th quarter, he has thrown only one pass. He'll work out of the shotgun here. And Baker's got the football. Handoff Sermon up the middle over the right side to the 35, reaching for the 36. Good gain there. Ty Summers the tackle. He came up with 7 yards, though. And it gives him a 3rd and manageable here. 3rd and 4. Sermon's got some burst to him. He hasn't been used as much today. Looks a little more spry than Rodney right now. 6:13 and counting. We see below us some people in purple starting to head up the aisles.
We also see some guys preparing as if their day is done. We'll tell you about it after this 3rd and 4th play. 3rd and 4th.
Baker's got it, hands to Sermon again, up the middle, crashing 40, steps through to the 45, carrying defenders to the 50, pulling tacklers to the 45. It's a first down. Needed 4.
Have come off the arms of Obo Okoronkwo. Looks like his day may be done for the Sooners, as Oklahoma feeling this one might be pretty much signed and sealed.
Those fresh feet look good, don't they, Toby? Poor old Anderson, he's getting tired.
19 yards for Trey Sermon. 1st and 10 at the TCU 45. New set of downs, 5.5 to go. 41-17. Sooners closing in on an 11th Big 12 championship. Snap to Mayfield. Hand to Sermon. Up the middle he goes. Crashes into a defender and falls forward for 2. Traven Howard the stop.
Yeah, got to be careful here.
Don't think that was our fault.
It's just crazy. I don't know that there's another team in the country that can, late in the 4th quarter, bring in a heavy artillery like Sermon and Oklahoma and just run out the clock. I mean, a defense that's played a tough physical game, been hammered on by Rodney Anderson all day, and then you bring in fresh Sermon. I mean, that just crushes you.
Teddy, they are 2 yards away from 200 yards rushing for the 2nd time this year against TCU. Clock churns, 4:35 to go, 2nd down and 8. Sooner fans feeling it across the way. Baker's got it. Hands to Trey over the right side, skips past the guy at the 40 to the 35. They'll spot it at the 35-yard line. It's a first down. 7 more yards, and that pushes OU over 200. And they will be under 4 minutes to go before they snap it again. I don't know what more the Sooners could have done to impress the members of that committee today.
This is kind of an offensive lineman's picnic right here, Toby. They're having fun. They'd like to stay out there a while longer, I think.
Tight end right is Dimitri. 1st and 10 from the 35. Mayfield's got it, hands to Sermon, squeezes through a hole, bangs into a tackler, carrying the guy to the 29. 6 more yards. .337. Gary Patterson eating his timeouts. Second down and 4 upcoming.
Let the guys catch their breath a little bit here, Toby.
I'll tell you, a second half shutout by Oklahoma will resonate across the country. This will be impressive. 2nd and 4. Same formation. Mayfield's got it. Hands to Sermon. Makes a cut. Now he's hit and dropped, although he falls forward for a yard. Traven Howard the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. .27. They're going to spot it at the 28 or closer to the 28. Third down and 3. Same formation. Smallwood the receiver to one side, Marquise Brown to the other if you want him. Tight end right, Flowers. But he's got Anderson and Sermon, and they've been leaning on number 4. There's the snap. They hand it to him again. Makes a cut, powers his way to the 26. He'll be a yard shy. Traven Howard, the tackle. It'll be 4th and 1. And Oklahoma, I'm sure, will go for it and look to pick up what would be a game-clinching first down here, as we will go under 2 minutes. This drive started with exactly 8 minutes on the clock. The Sooners have eaten up over 6 minutes. Baker tells the crowd to quiet down. 4th down and 1. Snap to Mayfield. Hands to Sermon over the right side. First down, and you can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the barn. The Oklahoma Sooners are the Big 12 champs, and they are headed to the college football playoff. Oh, mama!
Lincoln Riley just got the Gatorade bath, courtesy of Obo and Caleb Kelly, and it was a direct hit. Big hugs from Ruffin McNeil, Joe Washington in on it as well, too. Special moment on the Sooner sideline, Toby.
It is victory formation time. And the Sooners, and especially their defense, a loud statement today here in Arlington. They'll take a delay of game here. Couldn't quite get set up.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Oklahoma will move on, and on New Year's Day, play in either Pasadena, California, or New Orleans, Louisiana. And for the second time in 3 years, they will be a part of the 4-team bracket. That will be unveiled at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. What happens tonight determines who else is in it. Baker hits a knee. He'll have to do it one more time. Tip of the cap to Sooner fans. They showed out today. TCU lives in the Metroplex, but Oklahoma, with more people in this stadium, 70-30 today would be my estimate, and they have been rewarded.
Ben Powers, a big hug for Drew Samia. Baker Mayfield just turned to rile up this crowd. This place is going to explode after this snap, Toby.
This will be it. Baker under center. He'll get the Heisman Trophy a week from tonight, but he gets the football right now. Takes a knee, and that'll do it. Jeff Bennett with a backflip, and the Sooners have won their 11th Big 12 title. Final score in Arlington, Texas, on a Saturday afternoon. Oklahoma 41 and TCU 17.